friends, it's Shan here and welcome to my living room. In this video, I'm going to share with you my 10 golf bag essentials. These are 10 items that I bring to the golf course every single time, and then after that, I will share with you guys a couple more optional or seasonal items that I like to bring to the golf course. Let's start off with number 1, golf clubs. As a general rule, you are allowed to carry up to 14 golf clubs in your golf bag. I have 14 golf clubs in here right now because I just got fitted for a brand new set of golf clubs, although for the longest time I played with I think 11 or 12 golf clubs in my bag, and I think that's totally enough. So it's up to you. If you're playing with your friends, it doesn't really matter, but the general rule for competition and for golf is up to 14. Number 2 are golf balls. These are obviously super necessary. I like to carry my golf balls in this little mesh bag. So I just throw them in there, and then they go into the front compartment here. Since I have been asked this question before, I will answer it here. I don't personally subscribe to one brand for golf balls. I will play anything from Titleist to TaylorMade's to Callaways to Nikes to Bridgestones. Honestly, whatever I find in the forest as a secondhand ball, as long as it's in pretty good condition, I will put it in my bag and play it. If I'm buying golf balls brand new, then it depends on how much I want to splurge at the moment, but most likely I will buy some Callaways that are not, the most expensive. Personally, doesn't affect my game too much. The other tip I will give is think about the golf course that you're going to be playing. For example, if it's a golf course where there's a lot of hazards and it's easy to lose balls, maybe bring a couple balls that you wouldn't mind losing to the golf course. I personally like to bring a couple better golf balls and then a few golf balls where I don't really mind if I lose it because it's an older ball or it's just, a brand that I don't care too much about. So I have a mix of golf balls. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Number 3 are golf tees. I personally prefer wooden or bamboo natural tees over plastic tees. I know some people prefer plastic tees because they do last a lot longer. I just have gotten so used to playing with natural tees, and I don't like how plastic tees bend over time. Just make sure you have tees and you have enough to last you throughout the round. For me personally, I like to buy tees that are 2 3/4 inches in length. If you like longer tees, that's totally up to you. I don't like the ball teed up way too much for my driver, and the 2 3/4 inch ones are plenty enough. I like to put my tees in this pocket right here because it's very easily accessible. I know some bags don't have this little top compartment here, so I would suggest getting a coin pouch or some kind of smaller pouch to put all of your tees in and just put it in this main compartment in the front alongside your golf balls. Number 4 are ball markers. I personally like to carry 2 different types of ball markers. One is just a flat one. This is a toonie or $2 coin from Canada because we have so many coins. You can also buy designed ones or branded ones online at golf courses, anywhere you'd like. The second type of ball marker is the traditional ball marker that has a little spike here. The reasoning I like to carry one of these is if it's windy out, these ones stick into the ground and they don't fly away. And the second reason is that these ones actually sit more flush to the ground. So if your ball is in someone's way, for example, on the green, then I like marking with this one so that it doesn't interrupt someone else's putt. As for my ball markers, I just like to toss them into this top pocket with my tees. Number 5 is a golf glove. For a while, I actually played without a golf glove, but I do find that in the summer, especially when your hands get a bit more sweaty, having a glove really helps with your grip and it helps with that traction with the golf club so you don't accidentally throw the club away. Carry a golf glove with me. In Asia, women like to wear 2 golf gloves. It's totally up to you. I put my golf glove in this top compartment with the tee so that it's easily accessible on the first tee. Number 6 is a towel. It's super important to clean off your club face between shots, especially after a shot where there's some dirt or grass left over on the club face. It does actually impact your club over time, and it impacts all of your shots if you are playing with dirty golf clubs. So just something to remember, you don't need to buy golf branded towels. You can just take an old bath towel or an old hand towel and bring it to the golf course with you. One tip I have is at the beginning of the round, make sure you dampen a part of your towel, not the whole towel, just a portion of it, because a damp towel will make it easier to remove dirt and grass from your club face. And for me, I like to clip my towel to this ring on the side, like this. Most golf bags will come with a ring. If it doesn't, you can clip it to anywhere. I've also seen people who bring a long, like former bath towel, and then they'll just wrap it around this handle here, and it just kind of hangs. It's whatever you want, but make sure you have a towel to clean your golf clubs. Number 7, let's get into it, sunscreen. This is super important. I am a strong advocate for wearing sunscreen every single day, especially on your face. I like to keep an SPF 50 sunscreen with me at all times in my golf bag, and then I carry an extra face sunscreen. I like at least an SPF 30. Usually before I go to the golf course, I already have sunscreen on my face from just my morning routine, but then I carry another face sunscreen just for reapplication because you're supposed to every 2 to 3 hours of being in direct sunlight. So I like to carry these, and I just put them in the main compartment here, like that. Number 8 is a permanent marker. I got in the habit of always carrying a permanent marker with me since I was a junior playing tournaments. The reasoning is you should always mark your golf balls. You should always draw something, write your initials, draw a line, draw a dot. Do something that differentiates your golf ball from the other people in your group, because it's very likely that another person might be playing the same brand of golf ball as you, and it's just good to identify your own golf ball. So I like to carry a permanent marker with me. This one has a side with a smaller felt tip so that I can write whatever I want on the golf ball if I want, and it has a thicker side with this if I want to draw a dot on the ball. It's just super important. And my bag comes with a little pen holder here, so I just put that in there. If your bag doesn't come with a pen holder, just put it in another compartment that you want, but make sure you have a permanent marker, and please mark your golf balls. Number 9, pretty self-explanatory, is a water bottle. Make sure you stay hydrated. You're going to be outside for probably 4 hours. It's probably a good idea to drink some water during that 4 hours. Whether you're also going to be drinking other beverages, alcoholic or not. If you are drinking alcoholic beverages, I would even recommend more to bring water, but definitely get yourself a nice water bottle. This one it has like an insulation inside, so it keeps my water cool throughout the round. And I have a little water bottle holder here, so I just put that in there like that. If you don't have this water bottle holder, I used to put my water bottle in this big compartment here, or this one on the side, depending on the size of the water bottle I am bringing. Number 10 is snacks. I don't know about you, but I get hungry on the golf course, so I always like to bring something to eat along the way. The general rule is to bring something that is easily accessible and not messy. So I like to bring some granola bars. This is a Cliff Bar, and this one is a Cashy Bar from Shoppers. Aside from granola bars, I will sometimes bring a little baggie of fruits or nuts, or I'll make myself a little sandwich to bring along the way. The only trick is make sure that it's something that doesn't mess up your hands too much, so nothing too oily or messy. Make sure that it either has packaging or you have some way of eating it without messing up your hands. As for snacks, I just like to put them on this little side compartment here. And we're good to go. Those were my 10 essentials for the golf bag. Now I'm going to share with you guys 3 optional items that I also bring in my golf bag. Starting off with the first one, which is bug spray. Mosquitoes love me. I don't know why, I hate them, but I love golf and I love being outside where there are trees and grass and inevitably mosquitoes. So I like to always bring with me some mosquito repellent, and I just put that next to my sunscreen in this main pouch. The second optional item is a rangefinder. This is my Bushnell that I've had for a long time. I think it's one of their first generations and it still works great. The reason I say that a rangefinder is optional is because they are quite expensive, and most golf courses have yardage markers along the way on the fairway so that you can always walk off the distance between your ball and the closest yardage marker and then get an approximate distance to the center of the green. The reason I like to have a rangefinder is I like to know the exact distance to the flagstick, and I also use it if I'm looking at how far away I am from a hazard or how far I can safely hit a shot on the golf course to, for example, the widest part of the fairway. I want to know if I can hit a 3-wood or if I should take an iron. And this comes in this little case, and then it has a hook that I will hook next to my towel. An alternative to the rangefinder is if you have an app that kind of maps out all the golf courses for you and it tells you exactly how far you are from any point on that hole. So if you have one of those apps, or technology's gotten so good, or if you have a watch maybe, you definitely don't need a rangefinder. The third optional item is a ball repair tool. So sometimes when your ball lands on the green and it just rained or the green is super soft, it will leave a little dent on the green, and it is good golf course etiquette to fix that dent and make sure the green is nice and flat like before you arrived. I have just this very basic ball repair tool that has 2 prongs. I say that these are optional because you can repair your golf divots with a tee on the green. There are videos on the internet on how to properly fix a ball divot on the green, so please go look at those before you head out. And this just goes in my little tee compartment here. Next up is medication or hygiene. Ladies know what I mean. If it's that time of the month, make sure you bring your sanitary items. I also will sometimes bring Tylenol or Advil with me in case I get a headache on the golf course, and it's just good kind of first aid item. If you have other medication that you need to take with you on the golf course, like an EpiPen or an inhaler, make sure you bring those with you. That kind of goes without saying, but it's a good reminder. Now let's talk about rain. If it's raining or if there's rain in the forecast, you obviously need to bring an umbrella. This is a Nike umbrella that I got from a golf course a long time ago. Golf umbrellas tend to be bigger than other umbrellas, and it's great for covering yourself and your clubs from the rain. This golf bag comes with an umbrella holder on the side here, so I just slide this down, and then there's a little notch at the bottom, and it's kind of secured there. Most golf bags will either have a slot here or a string that you can secure your umbrella to the side of the golf bag. If you don't have any of that, I would bring your umbrella and just slot it into one of the club pockets up top. The second item that I bring when it's raining out is an extra pair of socks. I hate having wet socks on my feet, and generally after a round I will change back into my normal shoes, and I refuse to put wet socks into my normal shoes. It just gets all stinky, and Chinese people actually believe it's bad for your health to wear wet socks. So I just always like to carry an extra pair of socks just in case. And then the third item is a light rain jacket or a windbreaker. These are super lightweight, they weigh basically nothing, and you can just kind of shove them in one of your pockets just to protect yourself from the rain or the wind. Now if it's colder outside, there are 2 things extra that I like to bring. The first is large mittens. So these are oversized for me, and they don't have the finger holes. I like that it's super easy to take on and off because it's oversized and it keeps my hands warm. The second item is a toque or hat to wear on your head when it gets super cold, because it's good to protect the heat that's escaping from the top of your head. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video. These are my 10 golf essentials, plus some optional and seasonal items that I like to bring to the golf course with me. If you have additional items that you like to bring that I didn't mention in this video, leave them in the comments down below. As you know, I do read and I love interacting with you guys in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!